The witch cast a spell. Many vines grew from the doorframe, slowly turning into a large net blocking the door. By herself, she held back the enemy forces outside. But even the toughest plants fear fire. A clever soldier scalded/burned the Scarlet Witch with a torch, but she still held on desperately to buy a little more time for the townspeople. But strange things were happening inside the city. The black box delivered to the castle by the enemies slowly opened. Many black insects spilled out. The insects crawled into the ears of the blue-robed witch and two young boys. Their expressions immediately became blank. They picked up explosive bottles and walked to the high platform preparing to throw them down. Yennefer saw this scene from the high tower. Just as she was about to stop them, she was suddenly ambushed by the blue-robed witch. The boy dropped the explosive bottle, causing a massive explosion. Yennefer and the blue-robed witch were blasted away. Falling from the high tower, Yennefer adjusted her position and landed safely. The blue-robed witch fell to her death. The enemy's next wave of attack was about to come. Yennefer tried to gather the remaining people to continue fighting desperately, but she found that no one except her could stand up anymore. Finally, Yennefer found the headmistress who was in charge. She said, "We need your help." But the headmistress was deeply poisoned and couldn't hold on much longer. Yennefer encouraged her, acknowledging that the headmistress had saved her years ago. She would never forget that. The headmistress said, "Now it's your turn to save everyone."
I can't!
You can. Forget the bottle. Let your chaos explode.
But how could Yennefer alone fight an entire army? Yennefer walked to the edge of the cliff, raised both hands and began casting a spell. Her hands glowed with red light. The raging fire on the castle opposite gradually died down. She actually absorbed the great fire into her own body. Then she stood on a huge rock, looking at the battlefield as if watching a pile of ants. Then Yennefer stretched out her hand, releasing a fire powerful enough to destroy everything. All of Yennefer's years of resentment finally erupted. The fire instantly swept across the entire forest. The enemy commander could only retreat to a distance and watch. After the fire receded, everywhere it had passed was charred black. But the headmistress discovered that Yennefer had disappeared. Had she died just like that?
Yennefer!